Have you ever unwrapped a chocolate bar and wondered where it comes from? That glossy brown surface, the satisfying snap, the melt-in-your-mouth richness? Chocolate is a true delight, but its journey is anything but simple. Chocolate doesn't grow on trees as bars. It starts as a humble bean in a tropical land. Today, we'll follow that bean's incredible transformation into the chocolate you love. We'll visit lush rainforests, meet skilled farmers, and see how science and tradition work together. Each step, from harvesting to roasting, shapes the final flavor and texture. This is a story of agriculture, chemistry, and culinary magic. Ready to discover the secrets behind your favorite treat? Let's begin our journey at the very source, the cacao tree. Our story begins deep within the lush, vibrant heart of the rainforest, where the air is thick with humidity and the sounds of wildlife echo through the dense canopy. Here, in this unique and delicate ecosystem, the journey of chocolate quietly takes root. At the center of this story is the remarkable cacao tree, Theobroma cacao, whose name means food of the gods. Revered for centuries, this tree is the source of all chocolate, and its history is as rich as its flavor. Cacao trees flourish only in a narrow magical band around the equator, between 20 degrees north and south. They need constant warmth, abundant rainfall, and the gentle shade provided by taller trees. Without these perfect conditions, cacao simply cannot thrive. Unlike most fruit, cacao pods grow straight from the trunk and main branches, a striking sight in the forest. These pods, with their vibrant colors, seem to defy gravity as they cling directly to the tree's sturdy core. Each cacao tree produces thousands of delicate, star-shaped flowers every year, but only a handful are pollinated and mature into the large, colorful pods that hold the promise of chocolate. The odds are slim, making every pod a small miracle. Inside each pod, nestled in a sweet, tangy white pulp, are 30 to 50 seeds. These are the cacao beans. The pulp is fragrant and juicy, surrounding the beans in a protective, flavorful layer. Locals sometimes savor this pulp as a refreshing treat, enjoying its unique taste. But for chocolate makers, the pulp is essential for fermentation, a crucial step that unlocks the bean's complex flavors. Most of the world's cacao is grown on small, family-run farms, often passed down through generations. These farms are usually just a few acres, nestled within the rainforest, where families work together to nurture their precious trees. Farmers tend their trees with great care, inspecting pods for pests and disease, pruning branches, and ensuring each tree remains healthy. Their knowledge and dedication are vital to the survival of the crop. It takes patience, about 5 years, for a cacao tree to bear its first fruit. Only the healthiest, ripest pods are chosen because the quality of the beans inside will determine the taste of the final chocolate. The journey to delicious chocolate begins in the rich, fertile soil of the rainforest. The minerals and nutrients here give cacao its unique character, making the land itself an essential ingredient. Every bar of chocolate you enjoy owes its flavor to these dedicated farmers, their families, and the trees they care for. Their hard work and expertise are the foundation of every delicious bite. The journey from bean to bar starts with careful cultivation, from planting tiny seedlings to nurturing young trees through years of growth and challenge. And when the time is right, the harvest begins, a moment of celebration and hope as the next chapter in the story of chocolate unfolds. Harvesting cacao is a hands-on, skilled process. No machines, just experience and care. Farmers judge ripeness by sight, picking pods at just the right moment. Too early, and the beans lack sugar. Too late, and the pods rot. Using machetes or hooked poles, they carefully cut pods without damaging the tree's cushion, ensuring future harvests. The harvested pods are piled up, then split open with blunt tools. Inside, farmers scoop out the beans and sticky pulp by hand. The empty husks are left to decompose, nourishing the soil, a sustainable cycle. The freshly collected beans, still covered in pulp, are gathered in baskets. This is the start of chocolate's transformation. Every step requires skill and respect for the tree. Now the beans are ready for a crucial flavor-building process. The next stage is where chocolate's signature taste begins to develop. Let's see what happens next. The journey from cacao bean to chocolate bar begins with a sticky, sweet mess. Freshly harvested beans, still coated in their white, sugary pulp, are ready for the next crucial step, fermentation. This stage is absolutely vital for developing the flavors we associate with chocolate, and it's where the magic truly starts to happen. Fermentation is what transforms these bitter, astringent seeds into the flavorful foundation of chocolate. Without it, the beans would never develop the depth and complexity that chocolate lovers crave. The beans are heaped into wooden boxes or wrapped under thick layers of banana leaves. Here, natural yeasts and microbes get to work, feasting on the pulp's sugars and starting a wild, funky transformation. As the yeasts break down the sugars, they create heat and alcohol. Then, specialized bacteria take over, converting the alcohol into sharp, tangy acids. The temperature inside the pile rises, sometimes reaching over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The acids and heat trigger a cascade of chemical changes inside each bean, breaking down bitterness and building up a symphony of complex flavors and aromas. To make sure every bean ferments evenly, farmers regularly turn and mix the beans, introducing oxygen and helping the process along. This careful attention is key to achieving the best possible flavor. Over the course of several days, the beans undergo a dramatic transformation. Their color shifts from pale and purple to deep brown, and their aroma evolves from fruity and floral to sharp, vinegary, and even chocolatey. This fermentation process lays the essential groundwork for chocolate's signature taste, unlocking the rich, nuanced flavors that will later be enhanced by roasting. Without fermentation, chocolate would be flat, bland, and overwhelmingly bitter, missing the complexity and depth we love. The transformation is part science, part art, requiring both knowledge and intuition from skilled farmers and artisans. Once fermentation is complete, the beans are removed from their boxes and spread out to dry, locking in their new flavors and preparing them for the next stage. The journey to true chocolate flavor is well underway, but there's still more to come before these beans become the treat we know and love. Next, we dry the beans under the sun, preserving their character and setting the stage for the next delicious step in chocolate making. After fermentation, the beans are wet and fragile, perfect for mold, not chocolate. Drying reduces their moisture from 60% to about 7%, making them stable for storage and transport. Traditionally, beans are sun-dried on mats or patios, spread thin for even drying. Farmers rake and turn the beans daily, ensuring all sides get sun and air. This slow, careful process continues to mellow the flavor. Sun-drying can take a week or more, depending on the weather. Sudden rain? Farmers rush to cover the beans, protecting their hard work. Some use mechanical dryers, but sun-drying is prized for flavor. Once dry, the beans rattle in your hand, ready for the next stage. Drying is more than preservation. It's another step in flavor development. The beans are now packed and shipped, often across oceans. Next stop, the chocolate factory. Here, the real magic begins. At the factory, dried cacao beans arrive after their long journey from the farm. Here, skilled workers carefully sort and clean each batch, removing any debris or damaged beans to ensure only the best make it through. This meticulous process is the first step in unlocking the magic within every bean. Once sorted, the beans are ready for roasting, the crucial step that awakens chocolate's signature aroma and flavor. Roasting is where the transformation truly begins. Roasting is a careful balance of time and temperature, tailored to each bean's unique character. Chocolatiers monitor every detail, adjusting settings to coax out the best flavors. Inside large drum roasters, beans tumble and turn, ensuring they're evenly heated. This even roasting is essential for developing a rich, complex flavor profile. As the beans roast, the Maillard reaction kicks in, creating hundreds of new aroma and flavor compounds. The air fills with the irresistible scent of chocolate in the making. The beans darken, their texture changes, and the smell shifts from sharp and vinegary to deep nutty cocoa. This is when the true essence of chocolate emerges. Roasting defines whether chocolate will be fruity, deep, or classic. Each batch is tasted and evaluated, ensuring the perfect balance of flavors for the final product. Once the ideal roast is achieved, beans are quickly cooled to halt the process and lock in their flavors. This rapid cooling prevents bitterness and preserves the delicate notes developed during roasting. The outer husk becomes brittle and easy to remove, making way for the next stage. This change in texture is a sign that the beans are perfectly roasted. This step is crucial for creating smooth, flavorful chocolate. Only the best roasted beans will yield the finest cocoa nibs, the heart of every chocolate bar. The transformation from raw bean to cocoa is nearly complete. The difference between the raw and roasted beans is striking. One is earthy and bitter, the other rich and inviting. Next, we separate the precious nibs from their husks using a process called winnowing. These nibs are the pure essence of chocolate, ready for the next stage of creation. The journey from farm to flavor is almost at its peak. Each step brings us closer to the chocolate we know and love, with every detail carefully managed. Now, with the heart of chocolate revealed, we're ready to explore how these nibs are transformed into the smooth, decadent treat that delights chocolate lovers everywhere. After roasting, beans are cracked and winnowed, husks blown away, leaving cacao nibs. Nibs are pure chocolate in its rawest form, crunchy, bitter, and packed with flavor. To make chocolate, nibs are ground until the cocoa butter melts, forming a thick, dark paste called chocolate liquor. Despite the name, there's no alcohol, just pure, liquid chocolate. This liquor is the base for all chocolate types, from dark to milk. Grinding must be thorough. Tiny particles ensure a smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture. Modern mills achieve a silky consistency impossible by hand. The chocolate liquor is intensely flavorful and bitter at this stage. It's the foundation for every chocolate product you know. The next steps will transform this raw power into something irresistible. Now it's time to mix, refine, and polish the flavor. The art of chocolate making is about to reach its peak. Let's see how chocolate becomes the treat we crave. The chocolate liquor is smooth, but not yet delicious. Conching, mixing and aerating for hours, polishes the texture and refines the flavor. Sugar, extra cocoa butter, and sometimes milk powder are added, depending on the chocolate type. The process removes unwanted acidity and moisture, creating a silky, balanced taste. Longer conching means smoother, more complex chocolate. Emulsifiers like soy lecithin help everything blend perfectly. White chocolate skips the cocoa solids, using only cocoa butter, sugar, and milk. Once conching is done, the chocolate is a glossy, aromatic liquid. But one final step remains before it becomes a bar. It's time for tempering, the secret to perfect chocolate. Tempering is the art of heating and cooling chocolate to create a glossy finish and satisfying snap. It aligns cocoa butter crystals for a stable, melt-in-your-mouth bar. The tempered chocolate is poured into molds, classic bars or creative shapes. A quick vibration removes air bubbles, ensuring a flawless surface. Molds are cooled, letting chocolate set and shrink for easy release. The finished bars are glossy, firm, and ready to be wrapped and shipped worldwide. From rainforest bean to wrapped bar, the journey is complete. Every bite is a testament to skill, science, and tradition. And here's a sweet fact. It takes about 400 cacao beans to make 1 pound of chocolate. Enjoy your next chocolate bar with a new appreciation for its incredible journey.